Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2010 Medina County Memorial Day Essay Awards Ceremony. I'm Medina County Auditor Mike Kovack, and in conjunction with the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post number 1089 from Wadsworth, we sponsor this countywide contest. I wanted to recognize Rex Fike from the Wadsworth VFW who is with us here today, and also Jerry Lemons from the Brunswick VFW, and the incoming president to the County Council for the VFW, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, thank you very much. We'd like to recognize our winners here today. And we're going to start with the sixth graders. And not with us here today, but in a tie for third place is Vanessa Pasadyn. But in third place from St. Mark's Lutheran School is Meghan Williams. Let's give her a round of applause.
Memorial Day is a day of remembrance to remember the soldiers who have died for our nation. It reminds us of those who saved our country and freed us from slavery. It symbolizes freedom for our nation and tells us that we can do anything with God's help in us. During the War of 1812, when our soldiers were still fighting until the end of the war, our flag was still standing. That shows bravery for our nation. It is celebrated in almost every state on the last Monday in May. Memorial Day was originally called the Decoration Day because people decorated graves for the soldiers that passed away. They started decorating at the end of the Civil War. It is about coming together to honor those who have given their lives for our nation. It was proclaimed on May 5, 1868 by General John Logan, National Commander of the Great Grand Army of the Republic. We should all take part in celebrating our nation's freedom so we know why we are freed and who freed us. A poem was written in honor of those soldiers who died and those who are still fighting. We cherish too the poppy red that grows on fields where valor led. It seems to signal to the skies that blood of heroes never dies. This poem was by Mona Michael in 1950. From her poem on Memorial Day, she started to wear red poppies for those who died serving the nation during the war. Then people started doing what she was doing, and now in some areas it is a tradition to some. On Memorial Day, many traditions are kept, and there is much gratitude and love towards the soldiers who died. Many people observe this holiday by visiting cemeteries and memorials of fellow soldiers. A national moment of remembrance takes place at 3 p.m. local time. Another tradition is to fly the flag of the United States at half-staff from dawn until noon local time. Those who are willing to volunteer often place flags on each gravesite at national cemeteries. This day is also used for picnics, barbecues, family gatherings, and any sporting events. The National Memorial Day concert takes place on the West Mall at the United States Capitol. Music is performed and respect is paid to men and women who gave their lives for their country. It is a good idea to keep a tradition to remember people or to just have a family gather together to honor the days we have together. Memorial Day should be a day of honor to fellow fighters. Some people think the day is for honoring any dead and not just those who have fallen in service to our country. Now many Americans have forgotten the meaning and traditions of Memorial Day. At cemeteries, the graves of those who have fallen have been increasingly ignored or neglected. We should start remembering our traditions and get to really know what Memorial Day means and how many people have died for our freedom.
Great job. So I'll give you this and you can shake these guys here. Nice job, Megan. Next up, in second place from Wadsworth Central Intermediate School is Elizabeth Heckler.
Freedom. Is freedom worth fighting for? Definitely yes. Freedom is what makes life enjoyable. Think, if we didn't have freedom, we couldn't wear what we wanted, say what we thought, listen to any music we wanted, eat what we wanted, and we would have such strict rules we would feel like we couldn't even breathe. In places in the past, such as Germany during World War II, people were afraid all the time. They were too scared of prison to even speak up about their thoughts, even in their own house. Leaders told lies about the prosperity of the country, and if anyone told people the real truth, they were immediately arrested by authorities and their truth called lies of conspiracy. Is freedom worth dying for? Another total yes. Would you rather live in a world full of fear and no freedom, or die to let others and their descendants have freedom? Dying so that others can have freedom is being brave. That is being a hero to all citizens of your country. If soldiers during the American Revolution had retreated because they were scared, we might still be a country ruled by England today. They were scared, but they still fought for the freedoms of America. Some countries without freedom today don't allow you to leave the area where you live. How would you like to never go on vacation again or take a trip to see your relatives? Food is also rationed by the government in many countries so much that people are only given just enough to live, on the edge of near starvation. In China, families are limited to having only one child. If you have another child, which is illegal, you must pay fines to the government. Some countries are considering not providing education to a third child. Freedom is worth fighting for. Freedom is worth dying for. Freedom is something we take for granted here in the United States, but it's something we should value. Without our freedom, we would live in fear. So enjoy your freedom and be grateful for all you have.
And in first place in our sixth grade winners is Alexandra Sheldon from Medina, St. Francis.
Heroes. A hero is someone who shows bravery, nobility, and courage. Many different examples come to mind when I think of who a hero is. Mothers, grandmothers, firefighters, policemen and women, and doctors. What makes someone a hero is people that volunteer their time to help others, do not expect a reward or recognition. The many soldiers who gave their lives for our freedom. People who go to help in soup kitchens for the homeless on Thanksgiving. People who visit the sick children in the cancer wards to brighten their day. The passing motorist who sees a burning car and stops to pull the passenger out of it. The people who have no connections to the victims of the Hurricane Katrina disaster, who travel hundreds of miles to assist the homeless and help rebuild their lives. The woman who donated one of her kidneys to a stranger who was dying. And the passengers in the plane on 9/11 that prevented the terrorists from crashing in the White House. LeBron James is considered by many to be a sports hero. He makes millions of dollars a year compared to a firefighter who makes substantially less, but who risks his life every day to save others. What being a hero means to me is someone who serves as a role model, a person that you can look up to. It is someone who makes you want to say, I want to be like them when I grow up. It is someone who shows you how to be a better person and who helps others without thinking about themselves. It is someone who makes you strive to do better and to be the better person. It is someone who will make you be the role model one day. Your role model does not have to be someone who is rich or famous, but someone who will show bravery, nobility, and courage. A good example of a role model is your parents, for they want you to grow up to be compassionate adults. They provide the foundation by setting good examples, by taking you to church, making a meal for a sick person in the community, volunteering at a homeless shelter, and loving you for who you are. I guess overall, that's what being a hero means to me. A hero is someone who inspires a person to be a better person and to live a better life by helping others. There are heroes in all of us. The real heroes in life, our parents, our teachers, our community leaders, also serve as our role models in life, so that one day we can serve as a role model or hero to others.
Outstanding. Nice job, Alexander. I'll give you this. And I'll get you this. That's right. The parents are hearing these for the first time, too, and I'm sure you all are proud out there. They're doing an outstanding job. Well, I don't know about you, but I was tremendously impressed with these guys. So let's give them another round of applause. I thank you very much for coming out today. I'm Medina County Auditor Mike Kovack, and we appreciate you participating in our 2010 Memorial Day Essay Contest. Thank you.